us now is Niurka Melendez and Hector Arguinzones. They are Venezuelan immigrants living in New York City. They founded VIA, which is Venezuelans and Immigrants Aid. To you both, thank you so much for joining us. And Niurka, let me start with you. You're from Caracas, where the raid happened. You and Hector were forced to leave in 2015. Why did you leave, and what did you leave?
Hi, thank you for having us and for the invitation. The main concern that made us flee our country was the persecution due to our political thoughts. We were so committed, regular citizens, denouncing and all the violation of our human rights, to say the least. And then, of course, all the persecution that we, the dissident people, were facing in that moment.
And what did you leave behind? I mean, loved ones, friends, family?
I mean, one of the main reasons that I waited almost a year, I couldn't wait it more because of the law, waited a year to apply or submit our asylum application was the difficult time that we faced as a family to know that we were formally leaving our country and weren't able to go back. Even though we knew all the hardest situation that we were facing in Venezuela, yet the hope that things would get better anytime didn't come. So we applied for asylum. So picturing you a scenario or scenes that saying goodbye to our people it wasn't the case for us. So we realized that we were fleeing our country a year after we stayed here in the U.S. when we decided to apply for asylum. It was really a hard time when we also understand about the forced migration.
So Hector, for you, and as I understand it, you're in New York City, which is where Nicolás Maduro and his wife are now being held in jail. What was it like for you to see his arrest and capture?
Well, the same sentiment that the majority of Venezuela inside and outside the country has felt. That is a relief, hope for the better future for Venezuela, for all Venezuelans, the country, and the people that want to return to the country, the people that want to see a prosperous and free country again.
He says he's a decent man and he pled not guilty and claims he is still the president of the country. Hector, what do you say to that?
Well, it is not surprised that he has been a man that is used to lie in front of the camera, and everybody around the world now know all the atrocities that his regime has made. So in front of a judge here in the United States, he is trying to do what he has done in front of the Venezuelans when he danced every time he yelled people, even young people, underage people, only for protesting. He used to sing and mock people and the mothers of those underage people crying because they were unfairly yelled only for protesting, for raising their voice. So now that is in front of an authority, he's trying to because he knows that this trial is being broadcasted all over the world. Now he tried to show the world that he is, a decent man. It's an irony.
Niurka, your homeland is Venezuela. It is what you know. Now that all of this has happened, is your desire to go back? What happens now?
I mean, it's not as easy as I wish it could be, honestly. I would like to be a part of those many who are willing to build our country again by pro bono or whatever is useful for the country to do. But knowing that almost 3 decades having this regime in our country, that is not just the leaders that have to be facing justice, but also started to set minds in our civil society, those who are within our neighbors, the jefes de calle, chief of the street, jefes de los club or chief of the food and stuff like that. So it's not that easy because there are still.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.